Ki ani yadati ki gadol Hashem Elokim. David HaMelech says, "For I know how Hashem is great." And then later on in Tehillim it says, "Kol asher asa Hashem b'shamayim u'va'aretz." Everything Hashem made in heaven and earth. What's the connection between these two statements? Rabbi Nachman says that they're really talking about two different levels of connection with Hashem. One is an objective statement. Hashem created the heavens and earth. That's something that's objective. Anyone recognizes that. We can see Hashem in an objective way. Look at all the things Hashem created. A person can look at the world and see niflos habore, the beauty of Hashem's creations, and they can describe the greatness of Hashem, and they can connect to Him in that way. And that is certainly one level of connection that we can all have, by looking at the unbelievable niflos habore, the wonders of Hashem, and see how great Hashem is, and want to serve Him from that. But Rabbi Nachman says there's a higher level. Ki ani yodati ki gadol Hashem. For I know. What is ki ani yodati? What Rabbi Nachman's trying to give over, and he says what David HaMelech is saying, is that there's a higher level of connection to Hashem that goes beyond words, that goes beyond objective descriptions. And that's a personal relationship. The personal connection that we have to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The feelings that a person has. And he says, Noda basharim baila, similar to the idea of husband and wife, that just like a deep relationship that a person has with his wife, with his children, with his parents, with a close friend, it's very difficult to describe. We can use words like love and appreciation and things like that, but they really fall short to what that relationship really is about. Because a true deep relationship is not describable, and it varies. Sometimes we feel connected, sometimes less connected, sometimes more connected. A person's relationship with Hashem is supposed to go beyond that Hashem created the world. But a person needs to also understand there's another dimension of personal connection to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. On the one hand, when we davening has words, and we read words out of the Siddur. But if that's the extent of our relationship with Hashem, then it's really missing something. It's really the personal feelings that we have towards HaKadosh Baruch Hu that gives meaning behind those words. And Rabbi Nachman says that a person has to foster that relationship and has to work on that. And therefore, a person needs to take out time from their day to sit out in the wilderness and to think and to contemplate all the unbelievable things that Hashem does for him, and talk to Hashem about improving and connecting and feeling Hashem more in his life, and talking to Hashem about everything that's going on in a person's life, and in such a way a person's able not only to just know that Hashem exists and do what He asks to be done, but actually spends time and actually works on that personal relationship. Now, a person can do that in all sorts of times. A person could do that in Shmona Esrei, where he takes time to himself, in Shema Kolenu, or at the end of Elokai Nitzur, and just takes the time to talk to Hashem. But really the best opportunity is to try to take times, whether it's before a person goes to sleep, or a person walks out into the forest, or a person just takes time in his day to really set aside time to make time for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And in such a way, a person can rise above just the level of that everything that focusing on just niflos habori, the amazing things Hashem does for the world, but instead actually spends time to build that personal relationship with Hashem, and that propels a person to be able to really develop a deep connection with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and really look to that relationship as something that gives a person chizuk, that gives a person strength in the same way that he builds his relationship in all other areas of his life.